Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily Giz Wiz is provided by AOL Music and Spinner.com, where you can get free MP3s, exclusive interviews, and more. Video bandwidth for the Daily Giz Wiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com. It's time for the Daily Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1046 for Monday, March 15th, 2010. Michelin Smart Jumper Cables. The Daily Giz Wiz is brought to you by GoToMeeting, the affordable way to meet with clients and colleagues. For your free 30-day trial, visit GoToMeeting.com/GizWiz.
And now, get ready for Dick.
It's a brand new week, a brand new day, and you know what I'm talking about, Boobala. A brand new Giz Wiz.
It's a brand new week and a brand new day and a brand new Daily Giz Wiz. It's a brand new week and a brand new day and a brand new Daily Giz Wiz. The worse your life, and a brand new week and a brand new day, the better we sound. It makes its own gravy. The worse your life, and a brand new day and a brand new day, the better we sound. The worse your life, the better we sound. Sound.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the star of our show, Dick DeBartolo. Hello,
Leo. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. A brand new week. Everything
And a brand new day.
And a brand new daily
GizWiz. It's a GizWiz.
Tech Guy GizWiz.
Yes,
Never
you'll get
know.
it yet.
I do.
You'll get it yet.
So many shows.
It's still a learning curve for you.
Curves, the right.
Curve, yeah. You know, I was watching you on Net at Night with Jason and David. And, you know, it's so funny because you fit right into that book because you have a company that is not huge.
Right.
But very successful.
Right, sort of.
And yeah, so I don't know why I at some point I think you said it was very small what you had done.
Yes, it is small.
Well, no, you know, I knew when you started, all you had was an empty desk. Remember back then?
That's true. You were here for the empty desk days.
For the empty desk.
That's true.
I think I remember you saying, I think I have a microphone here and maybe a light over there.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, and then like it wasn't until year 3 that like, you know, you were big enough you could crush people and wipe out egos and make people afraid of you. Yeah, exactly.
So we were interviewing these guys who wrote they're actually really well known in the web community. David Heinemeier Hansen wrote Ruby on Rails, which is a software tool that is used by so many websites to start businesses. And Jason Fried, they're the guys who started a company called 37 Signals, and they wrote a book called Rework, which is, you know, kind of the secrets, what they've learned running a newfangled web business. And so much of it applies to TWiT, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, all the time they were talking, I kept thinking, that sounds like TWiT. That sounds like TWiT.
Yeah. Well, like things like this. Pay your hosts at the absolute least amount possible.
Yeah,
right?
that sounds...
Page 50, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that accredited to you? Is that a quote? I think it is.
Bounce checks whenever possible, right there. That's page,
there you go again.
164.
There you go.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
the textbook that you were using.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the funny thing. This just came out. It's almost as if I was channeling them. Here's one. Sleep whenever you can. Page 249.
Wow, now that's something you don't observe.
No, I'm afraid not. Some of this stuff is very interesting, like why you should never take outside money, why you shouldn't be a workaholic. It was a really neat book, and it did affirm some of the things that we've done with TWiT, and then it completely cast cold water on most of the things that I've done.
No.
This is fun, you know. I'm just having.
You have a plan. You know, it's very funny because someone in the chat room said Leo works around the clock, and then someone else wrote, Leo has fun pretty much around the clock and works just a little.
It's true.
It's a
but actually,
combination.
I'm more like in front of the clock than around the clock.
Yes, exactly. I think that's what sets you aside from other people.
How many, think about it, though. How many, the clock, we joke about the clock. This is, it was one of my Turn the Table Tuesdays picks. It's the SkyScan digital clock, which is always on screen. How many, can you think of any other television show that has a clock, a live real-time clock on the screen? They don't, because they don't want you to know are reruns.
Exactly. And we meaning you, embrace the rerun world.
Frankly, the more reruns we play, the happier I am. That means free stuff.
Free stuff.
The clock was an afterthought. Colleen and I were going down the aisle at the Costco. We were actually shopping for TVs, and I said, oh, that'll be fun. I threw it in the basket. And, those baskets at Costco, they're so big, they really beg for you to throw things in them.
Absolutely.
It's 2 points every time.
Aren't they?
They ought to be. They ought to give you a winch. The amount of crap I buy. Last time I was at Costco, I'm looking at it, I'm going, this is gonna be a lot of money. It was $815.
Are you serious?
That's a lot of toilet paper and tortilla chips, I gotta tell you.
Well, you know what? My very first trip to Home Depot, New York City, we don't have a Home Depot. The hardware store is as close as you get to a Home Depot. And, maybe 10 years ago, a neighbor of mine at the marina said, hey, do you want to go to Home Depot? And I said, I was just going to go for a ride. I said, but you know what? It's cheaper to go to Home Depot because I won't burn any gas. So I went to Home Depot, and about $387 later.
Yes. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? People say that guys don't shop. Not true.
No.
We don't shop for shoes and clothes. We shop for stuff, though.
Stuff. Tools.
Tools.
Wire. What? They have wire here?
Oh, I love wire.
They have red wire. I need 100 feet.
Can I try? Does this wire make my butt look fat? Can I try that on?
That's very funny. That's very funny.
Oh, jeez. No, we will. We love hardware. We love gadgets. We'll shop. We shop.
Yeah.
Tools. We shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, gadgets. I mean, come on. This is the whole show is about shopping, really.
Thank God that I have an outlet for some of this crap that I have.
Oh, well, let's be honest. The whole reason you and I are in the business we are in is so that we can write off our addiction to garbage. That
is correct.
Yes. I mean,
because I could not go to the hardware show and say,
right,
it's a vacation. It's the hardware show. I could get a doctor's note to say I need to go to the hardware show.
Precisely.
Yeah, it's my university.
We need it.
Write that down.
Yeah, that's good. I remember that for the IRS next time I'm in there. Yeah, it's my therapy. It's a medical expense, Doc.
It's a medical expense.
Yes.
It's my educational expense. And it's how I find stuff to report on. It's all those are so many valid reasons that make some of the other stuff you deduct really look criminal.
Really? It's a good point. This is so obviously a deduction.
Your Honor. Right. You go, Your Honor, why pick on that? I mean, that's one of the valid deductions.
You should be looking at the other crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Never mind.
Exactly.
Never mind.
So you watched the Oscars.
Wasn't it fun? Now, we record this a week early, so you're listening to this on, March 15th.
March 15th.
But we just saw the Oscars because we live in a time warp.
We do. And
I loved it. I thought Alec Baldwin and Steve Martin were very funny.
They broke me up.
I knew they would because it was your kind of humor.
Absolutely. And yes, it was my...
After the speech, the guy...
They were great together.
Oh, they were... It was like you and me, only talented.
Yes, exactly.
It was incredible. And funny.
No, that was fun. And once again, you and I, neither one of us won an Oscar, mainly because the Academy has those archaic, stupid rules. You have to have been in a movie in the previous year.
Silly.
Yeah.
Or worse, you had to make a movie. I mean, come on. Who has time to do that?
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. We're podcasting Me just 1 day a week, or some part of 5 days a week. You round the clock. We haven't got time for that.
We don't have time for that. Come on. Why I oughta. Anyway, no, I really enjoyed it. I had purchased, I don't know if you knew this, and I should make it a Turn the Tables Tuesday, but you can't buy it anymore, so maybe it wouldn't be a good one. But remember, Pioneer used to make these really good plasma TVs called Kuros, Kuro, and they got out of the business in March. They stopped. They said
Pioneer stopped. Yes,
they don't
the
make
competition
plasmas.
was way too. Yep.
And everybody was buying LCDs. But all the reviewers, Scott Wilkinson, who does our Home Theater Geeks podcast, all the people, which, by the way, if you're into the home theater, that's a great show. He does that every Monday on our network. He and everybody I've talked to said this is the best. Robert Heron does high-def TV reviews for Revision 3. Said this is the best TV we've ever used. And it was being discontinued.
Wow.
It's 60 inches. It's big.
Wow.
I don't think you could actually fit it in your apartment. There'd be
No, I
nowhere
could
to
share
put
it with the people next door.
Right. You'd have to put it in the
Just put
hall.
a slit in the wall. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they could have 30 inches each.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it wasn't horribly expensive. I think it was under $3,000. Anyway, I bought it a month ago, and I've been waiting for cabinet work because I cannot fit it. It's so big it doesn't fit in my living room. And so I ordered a special cabinet just for it, but it hasn't come. It won't come in the month.
Going to watch it through the window in the yard?
Yeah.
If it doesn't fit in,
put it in the yard. Well, I'd have to take the roof off the house to get it in the house.
Oh, okay. So you have building a cabinet outside a picture window.
Dick, you got it.
Yeah.
It'll be great. If we keep the birds from nesting in it, it'll be great.
Perfect.
But until then, I put it in the window seat, and we watched it. I set it up for the first time we watched the Oscars. Wow. I felt like I was on the red carpet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I sent out a tweet that I were on the yellow bath mat. Which was just
I was following you
miles from the red carpet.
I was following your tweets, I have to admit, during the Oscars, and quite enjoying them, I must say. You made it more fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good. Okay.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And I always forget. If you follow me on Twitter, it's /TheGizWiz.
Twitter.com/TheGizWiz, all one word, no underscores or anything like that.
Exactly. Now, Leo, I'm going to show you're doing a car gadget tomorrow.
I am
right?
tomorrow, yes.
Okay, I'm doing a car gadget today. Now, I'm going to hold up the end of a pair of battery cables and see if you can tell me what might be different about this set of battery cables.
Well, they look like your standard, jumper cables with the big clips on them.
Right. But there is something
different. There is something different. Those are made of plastic.
Not really.
They're like Barney clips.
Normally, battery cables at the end have some indication of red or black.
They do, and those are both blue.
They're both blue.
What's the deal?
This is something very clever. It's from Michelin, and they're called the Smart Jumper Cables.
Oh, I'm so sick of dumb jumper cables.
Yes, exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So the reason that these have no colors at the end is because any clamp goes on any positive or negative part of the battery. Because the center of this has a little intelligent piece of electronics that can tell which terminal it's at, negative or positive, and it'll just hook them up automatically.
What? Come on. Really?
I kid you not. Now, there's two little LED lights, and there's the center of the cables has the little electronics.
Oh.
Each LED lights up to tell you just that they're making a positive connection. And also, a lot of companies today say all you have to do is hook up the positive terminal to the battery, and the negative clamp can go on a clean piece of metal to be the ground. Just have to make sure that it's connected to the engine directly in some way. But the thing is, if you hook up battery cables incorrectly,
You could blow up the battery.
yeah, and you could send a surge through the wiring. With today's electronics, you could really fry a lot of stuff.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. On boats, they always tell you, make sure that you really have the battery terminals in the correct way. So with these, you don't have to worry. You just clippy, clippy, clippy. And any way you do them, they will be the correct way.
That is so fantastic.
It's a very clever thing. And then the LED lights at each end tell you that it's making contact. If you happen to have an old battery, you have to sort of jiggle it around a little so you make sure you get a clear shot at the metal part of the post. And this will tell you, so when the LED lights up on one end, those two terminals are in firm contact, and then you do the other end. Their list price is $40. Walmart is going to be carrying them. And I did a little web search on Amazon, and they're $34.99.
Oh, that's a good deal. I mean, that's no more expensive than regular jumper cables.
No, not at all. Yeah. So Michelin Smart Jumper Cables.
And if you can get it, I think it's michelinsmartcables.com.
Oh, but you're right on top of things. You already found it.
I looked it up.
And also, fortunately, we're coming into warm weather, but it also says that the textured grip and the cables will not harden in cold weather, which is also good because
neither will I, for that matter.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
Yeah.
You ever take out something that's sort of frozen and you uncurl it and you let go of one end, and it comes back and hits you right in the head?
Yeah, not
it's good. So used to being coiled up.
Right.
Anyway, michelinsmartcables.com is correcto mundo.
And that concludes this. Oh, no, we got more. We got a letter. But before we do the letter, can I mention, my friends, those good people who are so helpful to this show to keep us going at Citrix? You know about them, right?
Yes, I do.
And you've used, one of the reasons I think they sponsor this show is because they know that you, my friend, are a happy customer of GoToMeeting.
I am.
You use this with Ludwig to plan your new site. Did you use it for GizWiz search and then use it for a new site with Squarespace, yes?
I used it with the guy who did my 3D logo, 3D4M, I think, .com. Yeah.
Very good.
And not only that, but I have a letter when we get to it that will also reinforce our message.
Good. Well, let me give you the message. If you go to GoToMeeting.com actually promo code GizWiz, right? No, I guess they got /GizWiz. Hey, that's good news. We got the /GizWiz. GoToMeeting.com /GizWiz. You can try it for free for 30 days. Now, what is it? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's online meeting software from the folks at Citrix. So you know a couple of things. It's going to be fast. It's going to be easy to install. It's going to be 128-bit SSL encrypted, so it's completely secure. It's going to make it fun for you and fun for your presentees. And that's important, especially if you're doing a sales presentation. You're not going to get that giant client to jump through hoops for you. That's terrible. Client, you got to coddle them. You're trying to make a sale here. They love GoToMeeting. It's simple. You can either send them an email saying, hey, looking forward to our meeting 3 in the afternoon tomorrow. Click this link when it's time, or you can even tell them while you're on the phone with them, hey, I got a great presentation. I'd just like to show you what we can do for you. Would you do me this favor? Are you in front of a browser? Yes. Go to GoToMeeting.com. Click the Join a Meeting button. Okay. Now, here's the meeting ID. They enter the 9-digit number, and boom, they're seeing your computer. It's so mind-boggling. They go, whoa, that's cool. And they say, and in their minds, they're thinking, this guy knows his stuff. He's very good. This is impressive. This is even before you start the presentation, they're impressed. Show the boss, your clients, your colleagues, great for training, great for collaboration, and it's free for 30 days. Now, that's going to impress everyone. Go to GoToMeeting.com /GizWiz. Yes, we've got the URL now. GoToMeeting.com /GizWiz. Sign up today. You're going to love it. And I'll tell you what, if after 30 days you don't, that's fine. No cost to you, no obligation. But I have a feeling you're going to find all sorts of great business uses for it. GoToMeeting.com /GizWiz. We thank them so much for their support of the Daily Giz Wiz show and for helping Dick design a great site. They did a really good job. wish I could get that high. I finally saw the This Is It movie. What a great
it's great,
movie.
isn't it?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on DVD now. Get it, folks. Unbelievable. Just fantastic.
And Blu-ray DVD.
You know, Jennifer bought it, and she doesn't know from Blu-ray, even though I have a 60-inch television set with a Blu-ray player and all. She doesn't know from Blu-ray. She said, well, I got the DVD. I said, well, yeah, okay. I said, next time just...
Yeah, well, she could have brought home VHS, too, you know. So you
She does. She has. I kid you not. Not too long ago, she said, the video store went out of business. I got an incredible deal. Look in the shopping bags. And there's like 40 VHS tapes.
Oh, my word. Do you have anything to play them?
Yes, because I'm married to Jennifer. I have a VCR because this happens all the time. Look, she's not, you know, isn't it odd that somebody like me, who I think I'm kind of techie, I'm into this stuff.
Kind of techie.
Is married to a woman who has not only no interest, she hates it. She's actively against technology.
No, she's not against it. She's not against it.
She just does not. It's not in her world.
It's not her thing.
Not her thing.
Well, no, on the wine train, she said, "I just love listening to your nodcasts."
Exactly.
I said, "No."
I don't think she's ever.
No, I don't think. Right. I'm sure Leo said he's into nodcasts.
She's like okay. How long have I been doing this? 5 years. A month ago, she says, honey, I went to your site and there's a woman with a big butt on it. I said, what? What site did you go to? I went to twit.live.tv. I said, no, that's live.tv. That's not me. Well, wait a minute. You're Twit Live, right? Yes. Twit.live.tv. No, there's an extra dot in there. I'm not that lady with the big butt. She said, there's a lady with a big butt on your site. I feel like I'm married to Gracie Allen.
Oh, that's very funny.
But anyway, lovely woman.
Oh, she's great. What are you kidding? I miss her.
She loves you. This is it. This is the site. Twit.live.tv.
Oh, my God.
I know. So no wonder she said
do that.
Yeah,
right?
she said, well, yeah, it's live.tv. I don't own that site.
Wow.
So
you should get it. Maybe you should get a discount at that site.
Honey, why is there a naked woman on your site? I don't understand. I thought you were an honorable, decent broadcaster. No, honey, I'm not. Anyway.
She's still great.
She's cool. I love her. She brought home the DVD. At first I said, oh, you should have got Blu-ray. And then I realized, you know what? This is all camcorder footage. It's not high def anyway. It was just behind-the-scenes stuff, right? So it was okay.
Yeah, but they, somewhere, I think at the very beginning, Michael somewhere says, are you sure you're shooting all this in high def?
Oh, really? So it is in high def.
He really was.
Yeah, he was a perfectionist. He was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, my word.
I wish I had an ounce of his.
You look difficult.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you know, it's great after he says, it's like drilling into my ears. I love you. God loves you, but it's drilling into it's killing me.
You could do a little of that.
I might do more of that. Dane, could you get me lunch? I love you. I love you.
That's better. I think Dane would appreciate that.
It was so cute. He's so cute, and he was so talented.
Yeah.
It makes you. I mean, it made me very sad that this concert.
You know, I don't know how he could have done that show.
So talented.
Because every song was an elaborate production with booms move. I mean, people, the dancers had to be careful. They were right on cue that they didn't get dumped in a hole or hit with a boom. Or,
Did you see the one where they got the toaster move? They're on a platform below the stage.
Right.
And the dancers are standing there, and then the thing has two speeds. It has a raise you up speed, and then it eject you into the air speed. And they're standing and they fly into the air like a toaster.
I know. I know.
Dick, we've arranged. Yes, I was just going to say we've arranged for a little surprise for you, Dick. If you'll look below your chair right now,
let me
you'll see a giant spring.
Oh my word!
Now, if I push this button here, the spring will.
Whoa!
Whoa! He needs an ejector seat. That's good. That worked, didn't it?
Holy cow!
Pretty impressive, hey?
Very.
Yes.
Very. Colleen. I thought I saw Colleen leaving my building.
You saw the TWiT truck outside?
Yeah, the TWiT truck.
So a letter, my friend.
A letter is from Bill Lieber, Lieber, and he says,
Ach, du Lieber.
Dear Dick, Lieber. Dear Dick and Leo, you guys saved my marriage!
Wow.
Exclamation point. To say I travel a lot is an understatement. I spend 3 days home for every 3 weeks on the road.
Oh, my gosh, that poor guy.
The strain on my marriage was great. But thanks to the two of you and your sponsor,
Yes.
GoToMeeting,
Aha!
I no longer have to go home to have some quality time with my wife.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Dick and Leo.
A new use.
I am in your debt.
Aw, isn't that nice?
Signed, his nickname is Lost Boy.
Oh.
And he's in San Diego, California.
That's a good name for somebody who's on the road all the time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
3 days out of 3 weeks. Wow.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Well, Dick, tomorrow I'm going to get to work. He says, it's funny because you just did a car thing. I have a car thing. And the thing is,
Do you have like an oil separator?
Yes, it's a little...
Like, if you get water in oil, it's very bad for the car.
It's the upchuck for 10W40. It's amazing.
Wow. The auto upchuck.
separator. Yeah, the auto upchuck. No, it's funny because you don't have a car, you don't drive, and you're in New York, you don't need a car. So I figured I will do the car things, and then you do a car thing.
Well, the car thing could be a boat thing.
Could be a boat thing. Do you jumpstart boats?
Well, you know what? Theoretically, I never have that problem because since it's a boat and you can be far from land, I make sure every boat I have is always equipped with dual batteries, with an isolator so that one battery always has enough power to start the engine.
You are a very wise man.
I tend not to need a jump.
That's smart, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so too.
So tomorrow, my car thing, and I will see you then.
I'll be here.
DAILY. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz.
It makes its own